back again.
So today we have so much to speak about. You know, we were going to move on to another topic, but of course, y'all's friend, Miss Gypsy Rose Blanchard, said, no, ma'am, all eyes are on me, and there is not a moment you should not be talking about me. So I will show my butt so that you can see.
It's literally been like 48 hours. Like,
Child,
we just can't get a break.
Gypsy says she is here for the BS. So Gypsy Rose Blanchard did a Mother's Day post, which I might add, that has been deleted today. And today is Wednesday, the 15th, or the 16th, the 15th.
Today's the 15th. Yeah. Mother's Day was a few days away. Where it go?
Now, we want you to watch this clip of her.
Cause she thought she could get away, and we're not seeing what we saw.
Child, when I say the aggression was screaming.
I don't know. I feel like she was talking to you.
I don't know what she was mad. You know, everybody keeps saying they thought she was talking to me.
I thought she was talking to you. I don't know.
And she was. Girl, take the bass out your voice.
Who you talking to?
Who you talking to like that? And girl, I don't come on your page and comment because you ain't nobody to comment on. But I will come on my page and talk about you to your face. Okay? So, child, let's roll the clip.
Let's go.
Hey, so today is Mother's Day and I wanted to make a video basically celebrating the really strong and wonderful women that I have in my life that have been mother figures to me over the last 8.5 years. I first want to start off by saying I did turn off the comments to this video because I don't want to hear any negative bullshit. If you want to talk shit about me, by all means, I don't give an F. Go do it on your own platform, but I'm not going to see it in my comments. Okay? So, there's that.
All right. So, y'all done seen that. First of all, you heard the end, but she said, okay.
Again, I thought that was for you.
Miss Ma'am. First of all, this... Wow. She was very aggressive and abrasive and very angry. For someone that says she's living her best life and she's happy, she's the most bothered person on TikTok that I have seen.
Well, she didn't want the comments, but she's still unbothered. So it's really like, what are you? You seem very bothered.
Right, because if I wasn't bothered about the comments, I wouldn't even mention it. It wouldn't even matter.
We'll probably talk about this later, but then the other stuff that she's doing on the internet, but she's not so bothered. Again. Wow.
Yeah, we will revisit this in a little bit. So she was clearly very, very bothered. Now, for this to be the start of the Mother's Day post, it started going downhill when it started, okay? Let's be clear. Gyp said she was doing a post for Mother's Day, but this is calling a wish a chick would.
She had to set you hoes straight before she went into the Mother's Day post. So that's interesting. That's very interesting. Yeah. I'm here for it though. I'm here for it.
So I don't even know. The way she said, I don't want to hear any BS. And I could give an F. And I mean...
You did say Gangster's Paradise, didn't you?
Gangster's Paradise for sure.
Yeah.
But that was the most unclassiest Mother's Day post I have ever seen. I mean, that wasn't tasteful at all.
I mean... Was it really a Mother's Day
we
post?
never thought Gypsy Rose Blanchard would be classy, right?
I mean, what's the intention of the post? I mean, is it really to dedicate to mom?
If you're dedicating it to your stepmom and your boyfriend's mom and your aunt, that's not really your aunt, wouldn't you do that privately? You did it for show after you thought you was checking somebody on your post? And that's not even a check, girl. You don't even know how to read or check.
I think she forgets we're from New York.
Okay.
I think she forgets, so.
Because the Empire State of Mind is a whole different breed, baby.
And we're being nice. Real nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Wendy Williams is from New York. All right. So if you ain't never seen her read, baby, we sure know how to read. All right?
Right.
But anyway, we're going to move on. Like she said she was moving on. We moving on to the Mother's Day part.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
Y'all, roll the clip.
Secondly, it does not go without notice that my own biological mother is not here to celebrate Mother's Day. And what I choose to feel on Mother's Day regarding my own mother is that I think the best of her. I think about the good times. I think about her as not what she did to me, but I think about her as a person. And I think that, was she a good mom? No. Was she the best mom in the world? No. But she was still my mom. So what I choose to feel about her, whether that be guilt, anger, grief, resentment, whatever, that's mine to feel. No one can take away my own feelings about my own mother. And I feel like nobody should be able to have an opinion about my mother except for her family and me, because we were the people closest to her. Everybody else does not matter. But I choose to remember her for the good that was in her heart, that I truly believe was there. I have been working for years on forgiveness, and I hope that she is in heaven, and I hope that to some degree I make her proud of at least some of the achievements that I've made in my life in growing up and standing on my own 2 feet, learning through experiences. Because in heaven, they say that like all mental afflictions, all physical afflictions are gone, right? God makes you perfect in heaven. So if you take away the mental afflictions that my mother had, then I think what's left is a good person. At the end of the day, is a good person. Do I have regrets? Oh yeah, I've got many. But nobody's going to be able to tell me things about myself that I don't already know. So that's what I want to touch base on with my mom is concerned. So I will say a prayer for her today. And I will remember the good that was inside of her, whether that be extremely deep or not. So I'll say a prayer. Okay.
Now, where do we even start with this part?
What do we even think about what she said, the words?
She said it doesn't go without notice. Really?
You think?
I think the part that bothered me the most about this part of the post, which amongst many things, is that there was zero accountability for you unaliving the woman. That is why the woman is not here to celebrate Mother's Day, because you unalived her. She said, was she a good mom? No. Was she a great mom? No. But I would love to insert this. So this was May 2014. She made a post, and this is it right here. She was speaking all about how her mom was amazing. She was the sweetest person ever. She would take the clothes off her back. She didn't like diamonds and fancy things, but she would give her the world. And when you meet her, she is the purest version of God's love. And she is so proud to call her her mama, and she loves her very dearly. Now this is actually a year and a month before she unalived the woman. All right? So I thought that was a little odd, and so she did that on Facebook. But I want y'all to keep that in your minds, real quick. Okay, we're gonna move on a little bit. So then she proceeds to say that she can have her feelings and her emotions, and she can feel the way she feels about her mom, but nobody else should have an opinion on her mother because she is her mother, except for her family and Gypsy. Miss Ma'am, you don't get an opinion on a woman that you unalived. After villainizing this lady and saying you had been abused, when the entire interrogation, you sat there and didn't say one word. When the interrogator begged you, pleaded with you, which we are going to insert that clip right here. He pleaded with her to say why. I mean, he pleaded for a long period of time.
Yep, a long time.
If, in fact, she had been abused, that wouldn't happen. Now, this is alleged only. Although this is in the medical records, Gypsy has a chromosome deletion. The chromosome deletion explains all the operations she's had, including the teeth, including the lazy eye, including it all. We're going to insert that right here as well. Now, even the hypersexuality, that's all part of that chromosome deletion. The reason why they do not want this chromosome deletion out is because it would negate that Didi had Munchausen by proxy, although Didi had never been diagnosed with Munchausen by proxy. They, I guess, tried to diagnose her as a corpse. Okay? I believe, and this is alleged, that her stepmother was the one who said, you're going to have to go use Munchausen by proxy to get away with this. So that even though the chromosome deletion is in her medical record, and Fancy, the Good Wives Network, the Good Wives Network has more information on it. You guys can go visit her YouTube. She would not be able to validate the Munchausen by proxy. It was only alleged that she had Munchausen by proxy after her passing.
I mean, that woman can't speak for herself. So.
I'm telling you, if Didi could speak.
Okay.
Lord, if you give me one phone call right now, give it to Didi. Let me call her.
Hand it over.
Because I'm telling you right now, I know that girl. If she lied like a rag now. So, like I said, this is all alleged. But that is that, right? So she moves on to say that she hopes her mom is in heaven, which I think is very interesting that she said that she hopes her mom is in heaven. And, you know, when you're in heaven, God releases you of all, you know, you're perfect. And she said, if you take away my mom's mental health conditions, leaves a good person. But when she said, is my mom a good person? Mom, no. Was she a great? No. But she says she's a good person.
What Bible they reading?
The Fraudulent Bible.
They just be making up stuff.
She a big fraud because only a fraud be talking like that.
All right, go ahead.
You can't be talking about Christianity out of every 10 commandment you have broken, including honor thy father and mother, and thou shalt not kill.
But she hopes she's in heaven. She hopes. So you don't know for sure. But there was a reason you had to kill her, because she was so awful. Help me. I'm all over the place.
But again, we're going to go back to the interrogator begging her to say why. Okay, so I thought that part was very interesting, right? And then she goes on to say she hopes her mom is proud of her for being able to stand on her own 2 feet, having a bank account. Well, that's odd because
I felt she was standing on all our
said
backs.
you had to be in a wheelchair, so I don't think she wanted you on your own 2 feet, according to you.
No, absolutely not. She got a lot of supporters at home, right? What 2 feet she standing on? She need us to support her. So,
Okay.
she standing on her own.
And she said, that she has a bank account and she got a GED. I thought it was interesting, the GED part, because you don't get brownie points for doing the bare minimum, and that is the bare minimum. And I'm sorry to anyone that has it and feels like I'm not belittling it, but I think that's standard for you to get a GED or a high school diploma. That's something that everybody should have, right? Now, having a bank account with blood money, honey.
I mean, where's she gonna stash it?
If looks could kill. Didi know what we talking about. Okay.
Yeah. This is a Clutch Your Pearls production over here, because the things that have been said.
And this is just, we're talking about in the first 3 to 4 minutes at this point, right?
Yeah.
That was very interesting. How do you feel?
I mean, I was just blown away because I said, the dedication. I forgot how long the video was, but I said, if she talked about her mom for 2 minutes, it's a Mother's Day. Talked about her mom for like 2 minutes. First, she justified herself. She's like, okay, we're gonna get it straight. Why I'm hearing that she don't want no comments. That took a minute or two, right?
And she turned off the comments.
She turned off the comments. And then this is supposed to be about her mom. I did not feel that was a heartfelt tribute at all. I think that she wanted to just kind of put it out there just to put it out there. But to me, that's in poor taste. You done killed a woman.
How long did she think about this post before she did it is my question.
I'm curious to know what motivated her to do this.
My Chucky Rose video. My Mother's Day Chucky Rose video.
I mean, something motivated.
She said, I'm going to get you, Nina.
Yeah. Something motivated her.
You got it, girl.
She did have a little bass in her voice. So it just seemed to be of poor taste. And then you want to talk about Christy, et cetera, et cetera. That's lovely. That's lovely.
Right. Let's roll the clip about where she's talking about Christy.
Okay, moving on to the other women in my life. So my stepmom, Christy, has been like my biggest advocate for my freedom, my growth. Me and my stepmom have a really close bond. She has always stood beside me, whether I made wrong choices, right choices. She might not always agree with my choices, but she does what she can to guide me as a mother figure. And she is just an incredible kick-ass woman. Like, the strength inside this woman is insane. And she has just been so patient with me. God, my lazy eye is kicking today. As you can see, I'm kind of tired. But she's just been a very impactful woman. I feel like I can go to her for advice. I feel like she has guided me in the sense of coming into my womanhood. If I have a question about even the simplest dumb shit, like, I go to her for it. And I'm gonna be real with you guys. Like, I'm not gonna talk a certain way or act a certain way because this has 9 point whatever million followers. I'm gonna be very real with you guys. This is who I am on a daily basis, like it or not. So yeah, Christy has just been like an amazing mother figure to me, and she's gonna continue being one to me.
All right, so now she said Christy is an amazing kick-ass woman. You mean your BITCH that you had putting on your shoes, and the one job she has is to be your BITCH?
Let me ask a question though. Take me back. When she was in prison, was she that close with Christy? Or is this only when she came out?
I heard Christy wasn't answering her phone calls when she was in prison. That's by her friend. This is alleged only.
Okay. All right. So I'm like, all this dedication has been since she's been out?
And since she was allegedly abused,
So
Christy wasn't around.
so
Sound like the lady want the bag, but I don't know.
I'm just curious to know how much mothering there was, because it didn't seem like, I didn't think there was. I don't know.
I guess if she could tell the lady put on my shoes, that's mothering, I guess.
She got an upgrade. You know, she done moved up.
Somebody
the food
got to
chain.
do the job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody moved up the food chain. A real mama ain't here, so who else gonna put on her shoes?
I don't think her last mama's gonna do that either, honey.
So I don't know. It was just.
Now I do want to refresh your memory about earlier on in this podcast, where Gypsy again spoke about her mom so highly, the way she spoke so highly of Christy. I wonder if that is Christy's year and 1 month sentence. I'm just saying.
So the clock is ticking. Is that what you say?
And she tends to like to do these posts on Mother's Day, apparently.
In and around, right?
Child.
Oh God! Please help us, Lord. So, like, mark your calendars. Okay. All right.
Then she moves on to talk about her aunt that ain't her aunt, like whatever you want to call it. Oh, I heard before her mom was unalive, she used to call Christy Aunt Christy.
Like I said, she's been upgraded. She's mama now. She done moved up the ranks.
How you gonna call your daddy's wife Aunt Christy? Don't that sound like some Caribbean stuff?
I mean,
Aunt Christy normally the side hoe. I don't know. Aunt something.
yeah.
I know my papa was a Rolling Stone, so you know he had some aunts too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And we just talked to them nice, you know. We ain't say nothing. So yeah. That's interesting.
My name is Stevie Wonder.
We don't know nothing. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So
yeah.
moving on.
And also someone else that I would like to give a shout out to is Aunt Vicky. So she's not biologically my aunt, but she's just as good as. Like, her and Christy, let me tell you, my God, if I do something that they don't think is smart, I have to hear it from both of them. But Vicky has been extremely supportive as well. And I'm really close with her. I feel like I could tell her anything. So I have a really good group of women in my life to guide me and show me the way. I'm coming into my own as a woman. That takes time. That takes patience. And I'm going to do things sometimes that annoy them. But they're always going to be there to have my back. So they are really, really good mothers. And I hope that when I have kids someday, that I could take a lot from them. And Vicky and Christy and Raina show me the right path of being a mom. But because they've already shown me so much.
About the aunt that ain't her, that she said is not her aunt, but is her aunt. But it's not her aunt, but is her aunt. Okay. All right, so we moving along with that.
And see, what else did she end off with?
She said that the lady, when something goes wrong and she needs to be checked, she hear it from her mama Christy, and she hear it from this aunt that's not her aunt.
Yeah. It's been a lot.
So what exactly have they been telling you when you don't do something right? Because everything you've done has been a disaster since you've been out.
Yeah.
So I would really love to know what it is that.
What they've been saying. Yeah. Where's the parenting? Yeah, I would love to know. Because she's making it seem like they really
I'm just asking for a friend.
They're keeping her in line and in check.
You know, because, I mean, as far as I've seen, she ain't been in line. And this girl been up, she be up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning flagging posts.
Guess her mom was giving her advice on that? Maybe. This is the kind of guidance we're getting. I think it's to be assumed that the guidance you're getting from said parent is because the parent is a good person. We all know that. A lot of times the parents is not. So, you know, you could respect and regard them, but doesn't mean that they're a good person. So
then she ends this video off. Roll the clip.
So anyway, I'm gonna wrap up this video because I know it's getting kind of long. But to those women, I love you guys so much. I know that I'm still learning, and I hope that I continue to try and make you guys proud and show you what I can be. Thank you for loving me at a time that I felt unlovable. And accepting me no matter what. Because that means everything to me. So, happy Mother's Day. Lots of love and hugs. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
She said at a time when she felt like she was unlovable, that they loved her. And she starts to have water in her eyes. Well, man, after the shenanigans I've seen her do this week, I actually don't think the woman is quite that lovable. And look, I might be not so nice, but I am a very graceful person, and I generally give people grace, but this woman right here is a menace to society. She should be in prison for life. She should never see the light of day. This lady has caused a ruckus since she's been out. She doesn't think she's the problem, but she is the sole problem.
But, you know, if you think about it, this was just another attempt for her to boost her own self up.
But she boosted it so much she had to delete the mug.
Because people were calling the lies mentiosa in that one here.
She ends this video by blowing a kiss. That was some shade to me, y'all. I Millie Rock on any block. I Millie Rock on any block.
I told you, y'all is tight.
It was giving weird, okay? But we're going to move on because this week has been a week of shenanigans. Yeah. All right, so Miss Gypsy Rose Blanchard, after the flack she gets, she writes into TMZ, and Miss Charlie Neff does an article on it. Well, I don't know if she did the article. She might not have written the article, but she did do a TikTok video on the article. So let's be clear.
Okay, yeah.
And it was alleged that Gypsy was getting death threats. Now, they posted the screenshots, but you know, I zoomed up and video recorded the screenshots. And half of them said not violated, and half of them said 4 days ago. But those were allegedly the death threats that she got from the Mother's Day video, which if this was Monday that TMZ posted it, 4 days ago would have been Thursday. So I'm trying to figure out if that was really it. But honestly, I know that Gypsy Rose and her people have been flagging comments in everybody's post. So a lot of those are comments in these posts,
Yeah.
and she's flagging them, and she is manipulating TMZ to believe that she's getting death threats. You talking about sick? Y'all think that this ain't a message, menace to society?
But you're also like, TMZ, why aren't you, where's the receipts of it, right? Like, she just reports and they just go ahead and say, yes, it's happening.
TMZ said, look, we just trying to get a story put out there, okay? That's all we want. We don't want nothing else. We just wanted the story. You know what I'm saying? Gypsy said she had one. It was kind of slow. She didn't give us one for a couple of days. We were going to take it.
Yeah.
You know, she got it. We going to take it.
She hasn't been out the Dollar General in a while.
She had to be the victim. She had to be. She said, Gypsy victim Rose, child. Gypsy said, if there's going to be a victim, it's going to be me.
Oh, boy.
Okay?
The way she could twist stuff around.
Oh, yeah. Now, I want y'all to keep this in mind. She said to TMZ she was getting death threats. Well, the next morning, I dropped my kids off at school, and I get phone calls. Nina, check Gypsy Rose TikTok. So, you know she blocked me. I got to look at her on the burner. So, go to look. Gypsy done posted her friend, Bree, on here. Her TikTok page and told her followers to go follow her. Now, I want y'all to keep in mind, the reason why she did this is because I've been advocating for Nicholas Godejohn. We are going to roll that clip as well. Now, Bree is basically Gypsy's pet. She tells Gypsy tells her what to do and she does it. So Gypsy was really kind of trying to transfer her followers because she figured since Bree she could do the dirty work.
Yes.
Now keep in mind, this lady went to prison for manipulating a man that she found on the internet, and she was communicating all through the internet with this man to manipulate him.
Yes.
So then she uses the same girl that's expressed mental health issues and drug abuse. And I will insert the video here since the girl keeps saying I'm lying, that she never said that. I will insert that video. Okay.
Please, if you're watching this video, comment below if you've never struggled with mental health issues, because I've yet to meet a single person who hasn't. And the beautiful thing about that is it helps us all connect. We all know how it feels to go through something. Depression, anxiety. A lot of people have that. And then I also have PTSD. OCD. My PTSD is from when I was in high school, Katrina came, wiped my house away, and made me have to start my whole life. Another thing my PTSD stems from is my papa, who was like my father, shot himself in the head when I was 14 years old, and it was pretty traumatizing. So yeah, thanks for sharing that with people. Well, not that, because you can't, because you don't know anything about me. But let's go to the substance abuse, because this one's going to be my favorite. So for one, if you struggle with a substance abuse issue, please don't be ashamed. Whether you still are in that addiction or if it's something from your past, you should never have the fear that someone is going to come expose it. Because it's a struggle that I know, personally is very hard. But here's the thing, my struggle, Natasha doesn't know about it. Natasha's just pulling shit out of her ass. But since I do have somewhat of a little tiny following, and people may come across and see this video, I'm going to share my story, because unlike you, Natasha, I'm an open book and I don't lie to people, especially my loyal followers. So let's talk about my substance abuse issue. So back in maybe 2014, I was prescribed to Adderall. And actually, I take every chance. Anytime I ever see a comment about Adderall or someone's about to maybe get on Adderall, I always advise them to please be careful, because it can ruin your life. So for me, it's not really Adderall that started the ruining of my life. I was gambling because I was very depressed, because I had been trying to become a mom, and nothing was working for me. And still to this day, I'm not a mom, and it tears me apart sometimes. But I did not want to be here anymore. So I would gamble constantly. And my husband, I thank him so much to this day, because y'all, from the first day that it started to the last day, he was always so kind and patient, even if I spent every single one of his paychecks sometimes on gambling. So I would take my Adderall, which I never used to take before that, and I used to stay up and go gambling. Or I used to stay up during the day, the night, anytime. And then eventually, my gambling problem induced the Adderall issue, and it became a problem. I stole from my family, I stole from my husband, like from us, and I hated myself for it. Ended up in a hospital for it. I tried unaliving myself because of it. And then one day, after going to the casinos about 4 times, which I've told this story before though, I came home and I noticed a box on my doorstep. Came inside, I opened it. It was polymer clay that I had ordered, which I had never messed with before. And that was the last day I gambled. I actually started months later my own clay business that was very successful. I've shared my miniatures on here before. But something else happened that year that really took me out, because I was depressed for 4 years. I didn't mention that. I was very severely depressed for 4 years. Every single day I wanted to unalive myself. Every single day. Every single day. But that year, something changed for me. It wasn't just the clay. I held the person who would become my entire world in my arms. And remember, I wasn't a mom yet. I'm still not a mom. But the day I held my nephew in my arms, I knew that it didn't matter anymore. Because I wanted to be here because of him. And he is 3 years old now. And he saved my life for sure. Because I don't know, maybe clay would have held me together for the rest of my life. But probably not. But him, that little boy, and now I have a niece. Even if I never have a child, I had them. And yeah, the moment I looked into my nephew's eyes, I knew that I had a purpose. To be his aunt. So I haven't struggled with anything since. And that was in, he was born 2020. Yeah. That's my boy. He loves me, and I love him. Actually, let me show you a picture of him. It's not a really good one, because, but look, he's so fucking cute. I love him. He's got a little mask on, so you can't really see him. Oh, he's got something on. I don't know. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, glasses. That's my baby. He's getting to be a big boy now. But, yeah, so there's the story of my substance abuse. If you don't know me, you probably don't know that story. Because I have always struggled alone through all my struggles. By choice. I'm not saying I don't have anybody, but by choice. Scared of what people would think. But I'm not scared of what people think anymore. And if you struggle with anything, you shouldn't be either. So, Natasha, you pulled that out of your ass, but thank you. Thank you, because I got to share my story. And I hope that anyone who is listening to this right now knows that you probably have a story too. It might not be like mine, but you probably have one, because many of us do. Don't be ashamed of it. Don't be afraid of someone exposing it, because it is a part of who you are. But I'm going to guess that it made you a much stronger person, because I know for sure it did to me. It made me bold. It made me not be afraid of people like Natasha Cooper exposing me, because when you go through something like that, I don't know a person who has struggled with addiction or has mental health issues that isn't a stronger person because of it. So thanks, Natasha. I'm sorry that you probably have a story too that you'll never share because you're ashamed of it. You shouldn't be either. What you should be ashamed of though is taking money from your followers and then lying to them. So have a nice day.
Great chair. So homegirl says that she never had those issues, but she has admitted on it and said multiple times she has PTSD and depression, and honestly, I feel bad for her. Mental health is serious, and you should take it serious. But I thought that part was very, very interesting.
And that's the one that was breaking down in tears and talking about bullying and stuff. And it was like, it was a little off.
Definitely a little off.
Wow. Yeah, no, I'm catching it now.
So if you were being bullied on social media, you would use this person that you have heard say that she has mental health concerns. And she also admitted to using substances right before she went to go to a daycare to watch these kids. If that ain't illegal activity, where's her PO at? Sir, wake up. What's his name? What's that man's name? Wake him up. Wake him up. Wake him up.
They're just not on the job.
No, that man sleep through the whole job. That man said, I just wanted to go for dinner. I'm not even really here for the work.
We can't even get a break.
Work seem a little worky. This wasn't really what I signed up for. You thought I came to work to actually do my job?
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Wow.
So she uses this girl
Yes.
the same way she used Nicholas Godejohn with his mental health
Yes.
concerns.
Yes.
And probation, parole, none of them mugs are saying you. First of all, she's enticing illegal activity is what she was doing.
Yeah.
And she want the girl to come for me. Now, the fact that she kept the post up for 4 hours and the girl only collected 200 followers, that really kind of show you she don't really have a loyal following.
Well, you know, we talked about trying to control the narrative. So she's trying to use this girl to have a new platform that she could speak through. That's interesting because your platform is too strong. She's trying to go head to head.
Miss Ma'ams, I am a powerhouse. Always have been and always will.
She
if you
tried
don't know, you better ask my mama. My mama will tell you this girl don't stop at a no.
But I'm still stuck at she blocked you because she can't be bothered and she's not going to let social media, but she seems really bothered.
She the most bothered, unbothered person I've ever met.
She got time and time to spare. Wow.
So she does that, which I think is awful because you put this girl in the lion's den. If you allege that you truly had been bullied, you would set this girl up to get bullied too. Allegedly.
Because you got to have a strong backbone to be, you know.
Then she says, after, at this point, I'm sure you guys saw the Nicholas Godejohn video that I did. She said Nina was up here fake crying. What? One thing about me is you very rarely will ever see me cry. And if you see me cry, it is really something that bothered me. Because I don't, I'm not really a super emotional person. I think with a lot of logic, right? So things have to make sense to me. So if something really bothered me, it's serious.
Yeah. But I mean, what you spoke of.
It was because this man, Nicholas Godejohn, is her co-defendant. This was a man that has autism, a low IQ, and I believe he's either bipolar or schizophrenic. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure though, but this is alleged. And he was collecting a disability check for his disability. So that right there tells you it was serious. Otherwise, America ain't gonna give you a disability check for something that ain't, you know what I'm saying? So he was collecting disability. And it was said that he needed to be supervised.
Yeah.
Right.
Mom said it.
So he did not get a fair day in court. And we have been fighting, and there's a petition in my bio on TikTok. Even here, you will see a petition fighting for justice for Nicholas.
And they tried to take that down.
She's flagged it and flagged it and flagged it and tried to have it taken down every time I win the appeal. But the point is, it just lets you know that a man that deserves justice, she is fighting against it. A man that, as y'all saw in the interrogation, every step of the interrogation, he asked about Gypsy. Was she okay? He said, I just want to hug her and tell her it's going to be okay. The first thing when the interrogator walked in, he asked about Gypsy. And that interrogator used Gypsy through the whole interrogation, saying, you don't want Gypsy to be in trouble. You don't want Gypsy to get in trouble. And even when they spoke about how many times Didi was stabbed, he said he only stabbed her 4 times and 1 cut. So that's 5 in total.
That man didn't know how all
They
the
said
cuts got there.
17. And then he tried to cover for her and said it was blockage. He couldn't remember because he did not want Gypsy to get in trouble. Now, I truly believe, and this is alleged, that Didi had been harmed or killed before he arrived. And that could be negotiated. People could, one person could say one thing, the other person could say one thing, but this is just my belief. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
But I think that kind of says a lot.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And side by side, look at what he's doing in there, defending her, looking out for her. And she's in her cell looking out for herself.
Telling her trips to Disney. and sleeping.
The movies.
And talking about, can she go get her luggage?
Right.
And go get her money.
I mean,
Because
yeah.
Honey thought she was finna go to the house. You know? Like, and the fact that you would flag
Yeah.
for this man to get justice is really gut-wrenching, because you would really, like I've said in the past, I've never said that I feel like he should be free to roam the streets. His mother has said it, and everybody else said it, that he needs supervision.
Yeah.
But he should be in a mental health facility where they should be able to evaluate him, come up with a treatment plan, and then a course of action to get him on the road to redemption.
But I mean, she doesn't even want him to have a voice. Nothing.
And she is trying to silence him and everybody else. And it's for a reason.
Yeah, of course.
It's for a reason.
Of course.
So I truly believe that we collectively as a people really need to fight for this man.
So wait, you think there's more layers to this story?
Absolutely. I actually think she was unalive before.
And set
He,
up.
and she had him take the flak, and he wanted to take it for her.
And you are so disgusting that you're going around flagging posts that want justice for him, just to be heard. We're not even saying just get him out here on the streets.
We
and-
said just to give this man
A fair chance.
trial. And she has flagged it. I have never in my life felt like anyone was any more disgusting and despicable as she is.
You're,
And she talks about God and heaven. That's the irony of it all.
she said
That's
in
the
her
irony of it all.
interrogation, she goes to church and
She said she's a good girl. The first thing she said is, I didn't kill anyone. Miss Ma'am, you have. Okay.
nobody said nothing about killing, so we.
That was the first thing that lady said. I didn't kill no one. I'm a good girl. I don't do drugs or drink.
Nobody said nothing about a killer, so tell him on yourself.
That was the first thing that girl said. I
That
said,
is
ooh,
too
girl, man, you should have pleaded the fifth. She said, I ain't killed nobody.
Oh, girl. Wow. Oh, gosh. Just let that man have a fair chance. But yeah, there gotta be more layers to the story then. If you are going that hard.
There's definitely layers to the story. And it is definitely layers that need to be discussed and open and spoken on. I really hope he gets a fair
I'm
trial.
thinking too, when you started speaking on Ken, she tried to control that narrative because it was something that was going to come out.
But this time she's not going to distract me.
Uh-huh.
This time she's not going to distract
But she's
me.
probably doing this campaign now because she knows if we keep digging, it's going to come out.
Yeah.
Wow.
A hit dog always hollers. Okay.
Man.
And you know, she got that Pinocchio nose for a reason, because God said, I'm going to make sure you know she ain't telling the truth, baby. He said, I do everything for a reason. I took the bump out the nose so you could see the nose got longer because she was lying.
Right.
Okay?
So real clear. Yeah.
God said, I'm going to make it clearer for you because y'all were getting distracted. Y'all really didn't see it. I'm going to just make sure you see it.
Yeah.
So, you know, he said, I'm going to give her Pinocchio so you know.
Yeah. You know that eye was just trying to jump out of there.
Man, I'm
Get the
telling
hell
you,
out of
that
there.
eye
Yeah.
and that she had to bring it to our attention because her lazy eye said, my name is Bennett and I ain't in it. I'm getting out of here.
It's gone.
I don't want no parts of this.
It's trying to escape.
Child.
Woo! Because even the eye said, if you seen what I see, I'm trying to get out of here. Yo.
The eye said, I've been rolling around trying to get up out of here. Okay? The fact that she said, my lazy eye is lazy eyeing. She had to let us know because she knew that Mug was trying to get out the conversation.
Yes.
When your eye trying to get out the conversation, you know something ain't right.
Girl, my Lord. This is just in the past few days.
Child.
She is busy.
That girl ain't getting no sleep. God said there is no rest for the wicked. Okay? And in case you don't know, Miss Ma'am, I sleep like a baby every night.
Devil got her up.
When my head hit the pillow, it just be gone.
Wow.
While you flagging the post, I'm asleep, honey.
Girl, I do my thing. I just don't know what else to expect from her. I mean, what else is there?
Girl, don't even say that, because I'm sure she could get worse.
Something going on right now. We're going to have to talk about
Let her devious self. And I told Ken, Miss Raina, and Christy, they all just as bad as her. They are one and the same.
Do you want to talk about her mom?
Also, Ken's mama, honey, reached out to me. And I don't know if y'all were on my TikTok live that night where his mama told me to pretty much be quiet and let her speak. On my own live. Okay, child. She then writes to me on Monday and states that she would like to do another live because this time she's more prepared.
She got her script together? She done went over it with Gypsy.
I told her flat out, I just don't think we're going to get anywhere with this. So I would like to not waste your time on mine, maybe in the future, but not right now.
Right.
But the fact that she felt the need.
What we said, flying monkeys.
You think I'm gonna let you get back on my platform to disrespect me?
To do what? Right.
Cause that time, the next time, I ain't gonna be respectful. Okay, my mama gonna have to check me on that one. My mama gonna have to give me a whooping after that conversation. Cause child, I'm not gonna let her talk to me crazy again.
Like I said, we from New York and we trying out here.
I really was trying. You know, I was trying to be respectful because she is one of my elders, and I do very much respect my elders. But also, respect is
2 ways
earned, right?
It's a 2-way
and
street.
so you know, I'll give it to you up front, but when you start taking it, you lose it, and then all bets are off because. I mean, chill.
Well, they gonna try it, and they gonna keep trying it. They're gonna come through the front door, the side door, the back. They're gonna keep coming.
They like roaches.
Girl,
how you block me and your mother-in-law try to get in the DMs,
and they still flagging
me.
I thought you went away. She's still back and still flagging. Unbelievable.
So that's where we at, y'all, this week. I would love to say we will be talking about something different next week, but you know your girl. She sure love to show her behind, okay? So we'll see. Next week we gonna try to speak on something else. But child, she just, you know, I'm the TMZ of Gypsy Rose. You know everybody try to say that, right? They said that I'm obsessed and I'm the TMZ of Gypsy Rose. I might be the TMZ, but I am not obsessed with that girl.
Well, listen. We got, a couple weeks before the Lifetime premieres, so there will definitely be more to come.
Child, the shenanigans on that premiere is going to be something to see.
Maybe we should take a break, because when things really get popping.
I think we trying to say take a break, but she's going to show her Instagram.
She gonna turn it off.
Child, it look like we ain't gonna be able to take that type of break, honey.
She don't sleep, we ain't gonna sleep.
It's been 3 days, and look what she did.
Don't stop. It don't stop. Yeah.
3 days.
Yeah.
She said, here's my ass.
Yep. Oh gosh, yes, exactly.
Y'all, so we'll see. We'll see. Okay. We shall see, child. But
yep. We'll be back.
Miss Gypsy Rose Blanchard, she said, if I ain't gonna be famous, I better be infamous, okay?
Because you gonna talk about me, okay? Whether you like it or not, you gonna talk about me. Yeah. Oh yeah. What is it? The 15 minutes? She got to do as much as she can for the 15, right? She working hard.
Shorty, next thing you're gonna know, you're gonna see her.
I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. You know, she wants to affiliate. You know, so
girl.
Taylor's told her no, ma'am.
No, but Paris Hilton's following her.
Oh yeah.
So I said, Paris Hilton, she talking about she's an advocate for this, but not this dirty dog-headed girl. You out here following Miss Paris. If you watching this, I doubt you are, but if you are Miss Paris, you better get your life out here following Gypsy.
Didn't Demi
Lion Blanchard.
Demi Lovato? Did she?
She unfollowed her. Demi said, "You know what? Back up. Let me get up out of here."
Yeah. So yeah.
She deleted her comment and unfollowed her. Demi said, "I don't know about none of this."
When you know, you know.
You talking about she was a criminal? Now allegedly, child. Taylor Swift said, word on the street is her PR person, Tree Payne, says she gonna go for Gypsy because she keep using her names for headlines. One thing I heard is Tree Payne said, "Baby, I'm a savage, and my mama know because she raised me." So come for this one right here, Taylor, baby.
Yes.
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Because my name is Tree Payne. And you don't want to climb up this tree, honey.
Oh, gosh.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's all alleged, honey, but...
Wow.
And allegedly, her fans were scared of Gypsy getting out and watching the Chiefs game to meet Taylor Swift. They said she should not be in a family place after she unalived her mama.
She shouldn't be around mothers.
She said you can slay your mama, but not my boo.
Wow. You gotta have some real thick skin to be just out here.
Gypsy said I'm a narcissist. I don't need this skin. My head is in the clouds.
I forgot. She didn't kill nobody, so she don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she said I do not identify as a murderer.
She don't know what you're talking about from day one.
I just want to know. You know what? This is the real question. And if this person is watching, I would love for you to inbox me at info@flawlesslena.com. If you are her therapist, what have you been doing? Did you get your license from online? A Cracker Jacks box or what? Or what? Like where did the license come from? Was it a credible university? Was this university credited? Like
Online school or something?
You know what I'm saying? Like, did you get it during COVID? You didn't have it that long?
Maybe she got a
You still
certificate.
learning?
Yeah. I don't know. That's an interesting question. Because we don't see.
I haven't seen any growth.
Right.
None at all.
We're not catching the parenting that she was talking about in that video.
It didn't pass the vibe check.
And, yeah.
Didn't pass the therapy
and
check.
the therapy, so we don't know. We just don't know. We just haven't seen it.
Yeah, and I'm just curious to. I just want to know where did you get your license from? You know, you don't have to send me a copy of it, but I just had that question.
I hope she didn't encourage you
Are
to
there
do
any
that.
exercises that you're using? Did you tell her to make a Mother's Day post? Did you tell her the Mother's Day post would help her emotionally?
Yeah, that's what I was
Did you know
thinking,
she was going to be abrasive in the beginning of it? So she set the stage.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it was distasteful at the very least.
She should have just stayed quiet. Sincerely should have just stayed quiet.
First of all, if you unalived your mama and Mother's Day comes around, you need to sit this one out, baby. That's no shade. This is tea. Okay.
I think I would even have taken I just want to wish Christy a happy
hiatus.
Mother's
No, I would
Day.
have taken a hiatus.
Yeah.
I would have taken a hiatus. I wouldn't have gotten on TikTok that day at all. Okay.
Not at all.
I would have maybe posted Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out
Yeah.
That's
Just,
it.
Just something real
Something that would have been
yeah.
classy.
Yeah.
You couldn't have said, I would have said to all the mothers that are here, are in heaven. And kept it moving.
I wouldn't even touch that.
No, I would have said at least that, because at least I was giving her some respect.
Yeah, but she should have just left a blanket statement.
Or, unfortunately, my mom is not here to celebrate because I did unalive her. But I wanted to acknowledge her for the good times. That would have been accountability, though. I wouldn't have been mad at that. That would have been accountability. She would have said, you know what? Yo, my mama ain't here because of me. Like, that's something that she needs to state.
You don't know.
Like, she literally blamed her mom's entire unaliving on herself and then said nobody has a right to feel anyway.
And then she cheered herself on of how good she's doing. I mean.
And then she got blood money in the bank. And she's standing on her own 2 feet and don't need a wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? Okay, girl.
Standing on her too, living at Christie's. Like my confusion is.
Oh no, child. But this one, that one, that'll do it. That'll do it. But child, we will see you again next week.
Yes, indeed. Wait. When are you going on vacation?
On Friday, y'all. So watch my TikTok. We're gonna try to get this video up maybe by Friday. Can we maybe get it up tomorrow? Maybe.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So we'll get it up tomorrow, and then
let's pray for a quiet few days.
Yes.
You know,
Peace. Be still. Peace.
Let you just vacation.
Be still. I'm gonna shut the phone off whether she's doing the shenanigans or not.
Yeah.
You know, TMZ do take a break. I might be the TMZ of Gypsy Rose,
Yes.
baby. But I do take a break.
Yeah. Go enjoy your break, and hopefully she'll give us a break. You know. So yeah. Okay.
And you know, if Gypsy wanna watch me on the beach and can it up with my friend and having a couple of drinks, then you know, Gypsy, come in, take a seat. Nobody invited you on vacation, but just if you are gonna come in and take a seat and be quiet.
No, she done said you ain't been nowhere, so
yeah, I ain't been nowhere, and I want her me and him.
Yeah. Oh no.
Mr. Pillow on some sticks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you want Sabu? Yes.
That was the most offensive thing I ever heard. How low would I go?
We're gonna have to put the post up.
Child, I'm going to trash and pick trash out the trash, okay, honey?
Not trash that.
I'm on brand spanking new, something clean, baby.
What you
Something
say?
clean.
You might have worms.
I told you that man probably got worms. If he done slept with Gypsy Rose, he got worms, honey. Okay.
Yeah, we don't do that.
But y'all have a great week, and we will see you guys next week.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye.
Bye.